Studio doing another ink wash, and I wanted to actually paint it live and look at it together. So I am on a ink wash kick lately. I don't know what it is. I've fallen in love with ink. I've been doing ink wash in my sketchbook that has kind of bad paper, really not made for ink and water. So this is my first time ink wash on a mixed media paper. So let me show you. So this is a better paper, and I already can feel and see that it's working better for me already compared to the been working on. And because I am actually very new to ink wash on paper like this, I feel like it's very similar to oil painting because you can go in layers. So technically I'm learning. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to see how ink behaves, and wet on wet or wet on dry, different way to apply the ink. If I keep adding layers, what happens? And trying to also have a good balance between this ink, what do you call this? Like a blending of ink, right? And then fine details to have the mix of this really cool ethereal feel to the painting, and then some really fine details in there as well. So finding the right balance is the key. And I'm just been playing and experimenting with it, and because ink, you can't really fix it. Once you make mistake stays, and there's no way to fix it. So I really like the permanent feel of ink, and I get to learn from my mistakes. That is the best way to get better and really understand. You have to be brave and just go in and do it over and over and over again, which is what I've been doing all day today, yesterday, and maybe a day before. So this is my maybe third day. Was it 2 days? I can't remember. Maybe 3 days of ink wash. It's funny because I've done ink wash with like brush pens before in my sketchbooks, and it's different because there's not a lot of water. It's really not as fluid as using like this brush and water and ink. I should probably go much lighter. Now that I have the correct paper, this is so much more controllable, doable, and fun. I actually love the look of this. So you want to have the right tools also, because I was using this crappy paper. So my ink washes, the paper actually ripped through a lot of the times because I can't do that many layers. But if I'm patient and go in, start like this, very light, and then build up, it's actually really, really good. And you can kind of fix it as you go as well. You can adjust it, and you're not really like, what would I say? You're not, what's that word? Oh, I can't think of the word. Why am I blanking? You're not locked into the marks. You know, if you go really light, you can go back and adjust and fix it. So this is like a really fun and really fast way to learn how to draw, sketch, and especially the face, because the face is hard, and the minute you make mistakes, you know, you just have to go with it or start over, and it's the best way to learn I feel, making a ton of mistakes. Be brave, just go for it. But if you go light, you can still course correct your scale and whatnot. A lot of people probably sketch with pencil first, but I don't like that. I just like to go in right away and just like, this is my pencil, you know, ink and water. Just go in and start. So now I'm just getting like blocking in the shadow where everything's gonna be. Because this brush is kind of spray out like this. I can actually create texture, like hair texture. I kind of like it. And I like that it's, don't be too precise with this, you know. You want it to want to feel something. You want it to be a little bit wild because it's ink. So now I think I like where this is going. Let's block in more up here. So proportion of the eye, nose, and lips looks like it's pretty accurate, proportionate. So then I can go in a little bit more and solidify the shapes where I want it to be. So, and I feel like this is still light enough that I can still course correct if I don't like something. This is super fun. I have no idea that you can actually do this with ink and water. Why didn't I think of this? I actually was gonna research to see artists who are really good at this and see how they do it, because I am just doing it on my own, winging it, and I don't even know if this is what other people, like this is the technique they're using. This is just me figuring it out on my own. I just love all these marks. It's just unpredictable and fun and surprising. You don't know what's gonna happen at the end of this, you know. All right, now let's see the nose. This is the shadow here. Usually when I do a face, it's funny how it's easier for me to focus on like one eye and sketch out. But when I'm actually do the whole face and then fill in the face, I can't, it's harder for me to get the proportion right, which is weird because I think a lot of people would measure out, you know, I don't know. I just noticed that it's easier for me to start at one specific area and just go from there. I don't know if other people feel the same way. The nose is kind of tricky for me, I feel. I'm gonna focus on other things for now because if I get the nostril wrong, that can mess up my painting. So I'm gonna make sure that I like where everything else landing first. Okay, this brush is not great right now for this. I probably should find a better paintbrush. I want to focus on the shadow. So like I said, this is the first time I'm using this actual mixed media paper, and it's working really, really great for me compared to what I've been using. I feel like I can go in many layers, but we'll see because it's my first time using this paper. I'm still figuring it out. We'll see how it looks when it dries too. I don't know how this paper gonna hold if I go in many layers of ink. I don't want to overwork too. I like it to look very raw and intuitive. Okay, but the neck, I need more shadow bone here. Oh, there's some music going on downstairs, really, really loud. Some band playing or something. All right, let's do the eye. I'm gonna switch to, this is a better brush. It's not, I'm gonna have more control. All right, let's do the eye. I gotta look through, it's hard to look through my phone. All right, so let's do. So the eyeballs. Oh, it's like heavy metal or something. That's interesting. All right, and now this side. I'm gonna stand up. I need to see better. So this is the thing with ink. There's no erasing this, so let's make sure that nostril. I think I feel like my nose is wrong. Nostrils here. Oh, I gotta dilute this a little bit because I'm not sure. Music is so loud. What is going on downstairs? Okay, I need to wait till it dries a little bit for the details in here, because if I apply ink right now, it's gonna just bleed and the line's gonna be really thick. So let's see. Now I'm gonna try to use this dip pen, Tom Studio. Go in with fine lines. You see that? Okay. Eyes. Surround. What is the size? This is not fine enough, but I guess. Gotta go. Okay. Back to this side. So this is a one dip nib from Tom Studios, and I'm trying to get comfortable with this one because it's a little bit difficult to know how much ink is coming out of this, and I need to use it a lot more so I can get really comfortable with this pen. Okay, let's see. This side is darker, so we're gonna add more shadow. This side is the shadow side. The light coming from this side. So this side's gonna be lighter, but I'm gonna have to add a little bit more. Oh, I haven't done this. The line here, crease. So when you turn this pen sideways, you can get a really wide, thick line. So that's why this pen could really be fun to use, because then when you stand it up, you can get really thin line. I can do like hair. See that? Or you can do it, you can like color it in like this. It's amazing. Thin lines for the hair. Okay. Gonna dip some more. I use a brush for this. Right now, we're gonna have to work on the nose. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Something like that. I can go in and do little fine details. Eyelashes, maybe some hair. Mm. What's going on here? Out of ink. Okay, we're out of ink. There's some glitter. Sheen. It's pretty. Maybe. there. It's kind of interesting. There's some sheen on in here from the ink. And this paper is way better, so make sure if you're going to try ink wash, use good paper, mixed media paper. Don't use crappy paper like I did. That was not helpful, makes it very difficult. You want paper that can actually handle water. So this is way more forgiving, this paper. All right, gotta go. We're done here. Thanks for watching. We'll do this again.